All right, Austin, here you go. Got you compared to Gary Woodland here. And we're just looking at setup. So you can see his hips got tilted a little bit more forward, 6 degrees than you are. Yours are more level. What that forces you to do is now you become more tilted in your spine area by that same 7 degrees that you're different there. So you can see he's much more erect in his upper torso, which is going to make his arm swing more upright, where yours gets more rounded, which is what we'll look at next. So you just need to get your hips tilted a little bit more forward, like you're going to pour water out of them, kind of out of your belly button. So you need to just roll them forward a little bit more, so that your upper body can stand upright just a little bit more, just to get you in a little bit more athletic position. When I look at tour players, especially ones that hit it really far, all their numbers are pretty close to Gary Woodland's over here. That's 62 hip tilt and then 136 spine. So just clean that up a little bit, and I think your hand path and stuff will clean up itself as well. So now let's look at what we got here when we were talking before about staying inside of your torso body and rotating. So we're going to draw your foundation lines here, upper body and lower body, so that we can see how well you do here. So as we start your swing, and get you up here to position 4, you can see you get a little bit across the line, and become very, very much more upright in your upper foundation. So now your upper foundation is more on this angle, which I bet if we measured the angle of this, you would be closer and you're right on. You'd be the 136 angle that Gary Woodland is. So you get into that position at the top. Now your body's had to move to get there. You can see now you got some opening here. You've crossed over the line up here. And therefore, you've had to compensate. So now you got to do that again on the way down to catch back up. You can see your lower body goes out and forward, and it's because your hip went from being on that lower foundation line to about 6-8 inches to the right of it. Now your right hip is over here, so you can see that it's moved a long ways away from where it was before. So that's where your hips are rotating the wrong way out from underneath you, and you're losing your foundation. But a lot of it's just from that address position that you need to clean up. So once again, we're going to go back to that and kind of look at a couple things. So here you can see you're very rounded the whole way in your spine, where Gary Woodland's only rounded from the midsection up to his neck, and then the lower he is a little bit bowl. So he's kind of got the S posture, and you've got the very, very C posture. So as soon as you tilt those hips forward, you're going to get that little S posture. The upper body's going to kind of rock back just a little bit, and then you're going to be a little bit more solid. So that's the biggest thing that I would, put you through to start with. But let's kind of just show you what Gary Woodland looks like here when we get to the top of his foundation wall. So I'm just going to draw on his foundations, and then we'll run him up to the top here. Camera guy's moving just a little bit on him. But you can see here how he's very much now within those same lines. If you went up his rib cage is pretty much the same angle he was at address within this foundation. So those are just little things that I would work on. Start with the posture, and then the body turn will even itself out and be stabilized and get rid of those lefts.